Hey crypto enthusiasts, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we'll be talking about the pros and cons of centralized versus decentralized blockchain networks. Now, I know that sounds like a snooze fest, but stick around. But before we go any further, I would like to remind you that this video is sponsored by the like button. So click that like button to help us get this video to many other people on YouTube. And if you're interested in tech and Web3 content, then subscribe to this channel. You would absolutely love it here. So guys, grab your popcorn, sit back, and let's dive in. Before we start, let's get on the same page. What the heck is centralized and decentralized blockchain networks? Think of a centralized network as a party with a bouncer. The bouncer is the central authority that controls who enters and who exits the party. In a decentralized network, there's no bouncer. It's a party where everyone is welcome and everyone has equal say. To put it in another way, in a centralized network, there is a single entity or group of entities that control the network, such as bank or government. Transactions are validated and recorded by these entities, which act as intermediaries between users. In contrast, in a decentralized network, there is no central authority, and transactions are validated and recorded by a network of nodes that communicate with each other directly. This makes the network more democratic and resilient, as no single entity has the power to control it. Alright, let's talk about the pros and cons of centralized blockchain networks. The pros? They're fast, like the flash on a caffeine high. Centralized networks can process transactions in a flash because there are fewer intermediaries involved. Plus, they're easier to use than decentralized networks. It's like ordering a pizza from your favorite restaurant. You know what you're getting, and it's familiar. The cons? They're vulnerable to hacking and fraud, like a bank with a loose security system. If the central authority gets hacked, your data and assets are at risk. Plus, they're subject to censorship and government interference. It's like Big Brother watching over you. Now, let's move on to the pros and cons of decentralized blockchain networks. The pros? They're secure, like a medieval castle with a moat and a dragon. Decentralized networks are more secure because there's no central authority to hack or manipulate the data. Plus, they're transparent and accountable. It's like having a public accountant who keeps track of every penny. The cons? They can be slow, like a turtle running through molasses. Decentralized networks are slower because there are more intermediaries involved. Plus, they're more difficult to use and understand. It's like trying to read ancient hieroglyphics without a Rosetta Stone. So, is there a solution that combines the best of both worlds? Oh, you betcha! Enters the hybrid models. These models combine centralized and decentralized elements. Think of it like a team sport where everyone has a role to play. Some blockchain networks use a centralized authority to validate transactions, but allow users to access the data in a decentralized way. This can provide the speed and efficiency of centralized networks, while also ensuring transparency and accountability. However, this approach can also create new governance challenges, like having too many cooks in the kitchen. Now, let's talk about some real-life examples of centralized and decentralized blockchain networks. You might have heard of Bitcoin, the first decentralized blockchain network. It's like the OG of the blockchain world. Bitcoin operates without a central authority and uses a proof-of-work algorithm to validate transactions. On the other hand, Ripple is a decentralized blockchain network that's designed for financial institutions. It's like a fancy bank that uses blockchain technology to process cross-border payments faster and cheaper. In a nutshell, centralized and decentralized blockchain networks is a hotly debated topic. The answer depends on what you're trying to achieve. If you want speed and efficiency, go for a centralized network. If you want security and transparency, go for a decentralized network. And if you want the best of both worlds, go for the hybrid model. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more engaging content on all things crypto. And until next time, stay curious and keep learning.